The number 1 pick from this year's rookie class, Paolo Banchero, has been playing even better than you typically expect out of a number 1 pick. Because regardless of where someone is selected, you really don't expect a rookie to perform like an all-star out of the gate, and that's essentially what Paolo has been doing. So let's talk about Paolo Banchero and the limitless potential that he possesses. The first thing I want to say right out of the gate about Paolo is just how big he is. And here's your obligatory pause. Standing at 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan and weighing 250 pounds, Paolo is essentially a tank on the court. And what's scary about that for opposing teams is he is well aware of how to use that size to his advantage. He consistently gets buckets purely off of his ability to body his defenders. But what's scarier than someone who is strong and knows how to use it is someone who also possesses a ton of skill to take advantage of that size, strength, and athleticism. As a rather large forward, Paolo has some pretty damn respectable handle. Now, by no means is he out there like Kyrie or Allen Iverson breaking people's ankles, but it is a functional handle where he's not really going to turn the ball over, and it's enough that he's able to create separation with it and fully take advantage of his physical size. Not to compare Paolo to LeBron James, but it's something similar to that, where LeBron's not like an all-time great ball handler breaking people down all the time and getting crazy crossovers, but he's a huge body, and so long as he knows how to take care of the ball, that's going to create advantages for him. And he is capable as a ball handler, both off of the dribble. He is capable of as a ball handler off of the dribble. Wow, what a observation. As a ball handler, he is capable in the isolation, on the break, and as a pick and roll ball handler. As a result of his finishing ability and size, he is capable of being both a lead ball handler and barreling to the rim, and being a play finisher. He can provide value offensively both with and without the ball. There are very few players throughout league history and even in today's NBA that possess so much size and are able to take advantage of it at the level that Paolo has displayed as a rookie, which can mean that it's only going to be more of an issue for opposing defenses as he continues to mature. Another area in which he takes full advantage of his size is his post game, where he gets a lot of his offense. Again, for a rookie, it's pretty insane for him to be as polished as he is. As a post scorer, he both has a fadeaway to keep the defense honest when he's in the high post, and the strength to just straight up push his defender out of the way, whether it be a mismatch or even somebody his own size. He is very often bodying people. And to have the ability to hit a skillful shot in the post, and a fadeaway, a hook shot, touch shots, do a drop step, but also at the same time have the strength to just make none of that shit matter because the defender's not going to be able to stay in front of you anyways. That is the recipe for a deadly, deadly score. I also mentioned the fadeaway there for like having that as an option. His overall mid-range numbers are not outstanding, but his ability to create the shot, his confidence in the shot, and the percentage not being terrible gives me enough of hope that I think he's going to be a pretty prominent mid-range shooter as well. Probably not going to be like a top of the line guy, but definitely someone capable of hitting that shot, and it's going to be a big part of his offensive repertoire. Also, as for the jump shot as a whole, his three ball has not landed thus far, but again, the confidence, the form, the volume is not crazy high, but high enough that he's clearly not passing them up. And I would say from the footage that I've seen so far, if Paolo is open, he's not gonna not take it. So we're not dealing with anything close to like a Ben Simmons type of ordeal. His three's not hitting so far, but I think it's probably going to be fine. I don't know that Paolo is ever going to excel as a jump shooter, but he's going to be good enough at it that the defense has to respect it, and that then allows him to fully, again, take advantage of the size, strength, athleticism, handle, all of that he possesses. That's the thing that he's truly going to be elite at in the NBA, as well as his post game, but the all-around game in terms of his scoring ability is good enough that it will supplement his overall offense and allow him to really maximize his talent. Another skill that he possesses that is frankly being really underrated out of the gate is his playmaking. Paolo already has the decision-making of a multi-year veteran. He is fully aware of how to leverage his scoring ability into making plays for his teammates. This is the concept of gravity, and no, it's not just something that Stephen Curry possesses. If you're an absolute freight train going to the rim, defenses are going to collapse on you to make it as hard as possible and be as physical as they can to prevent you from getting easy opportunities. Again, not comparing Paolo to LeBron James, but a really big body driving inside really sucks the defense in. So if that player also can then make a play, can then kick it out and hit a shooter or find a cutter at the right time, take advantage of a double team and spot the open man or throw a cross-court pass like that, Paolo has displayed, again, for a rookie, some incredible feel for the game in that regard. While his assist numbers might not jump off of the page, I am telling you, if you go and watch the footage, the way that he reads the defense, he pretty much makes the right decision most of the time. And I know I keep saying this, but that kind of decision making, that kind of feel for the game, that kind of scoring prowess, just everything about Paolo, it's so insanely polished for a rookie player. Now, while we have put a lot of focus on the guard skills that he possesses as a bigger player, he still does possess those big man skills, including being a good rebounder, getting second chance points on the offensive glass quite often, also being a really capable screen setter and roll man, and also the biggest sign of what he's capable of defensively has been that his shot blocking skills seem pretty natural and seem like he's going to be a pretty good weak side defender. And also, he's just shown a really solid instinct for blocking shots, and he's done a not bad job of staying in front of his man thus far. And as a rather large body that's also very, very mobile, he's probably going to be at the very least pretty fine on that end, with the body and the capability to be fantastic on that end. He hasn't really displayed strong defensive prowess or weak defense, but I think it's possible that he leans more towards the strong side of things than anything else. So to have someone this big who knows how to take advantage of it, is able to play like a big man, but also possesses guard skills, that's pretty much exactly what you're asking for of a franchise player in 2022. While his jump shot efficiency leaves some room for concern, and that could hold him back potentially, ultimately I think that's a hurdle that he is going to overcome. And with this draft being touted originally as having no superstars in it, I think Paolo is going to challenge that notion. While I don't know that Paolo is quite capable of being a top 5 player at his peak, and I would still hesitate to even say 10 just because the league's talented as it is. I can't imagine how crazy it's going to be in a few years with guys like Victor Wembanyama coming along. But outside of that, Paolo has superstar potential, I am quite confident. And looking at the Orlando team that's around him, there is already a very, very solid core there with a lot of room to grow. The Orlando Magic are going to be bad once a year. Hell, maybe Victor Wembanyama is going to be on this team. I just called him a Vector like the dude from Despicable Me. Anyways, the Orlando Magic have a lot of upside, and it seems as though Paolo They finally reached their franchise star. The last couple of years they've been looking for it, and now they've got Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter, Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, who suddenly become one of the best playmakers in basketball, Jonathan Isaac if he ever returns to play basketball and gets off of Fox News. But other than that, the Orlando Magic have a lot of upside, and I am pretty damn excited for this team going forward. And Paolo has been so fun to watch that it's making me enjoy Orlando Magic games, which is not an easy task. So shout out to him for that. But yeah, that is it. Shout out to Rudy for editing this video, and goodbye.